Yo, what up guys, it's Burnt Cheese here, and y'all don't really care, and man, Horikoshi just trolled everyone. In case you guys didn't know, in the most recent chapter of the My Hero Academia manga, people are starting to think that Mineta is bisexual. Not only does he go crazy for the booba, but he also wants Deku's broccoli balls. And man, is the My Hero fanbase upset. Don't get me wrong, the My Hero fanbase is complete and utter trash. I love the show and there's definitely good people in the fanbase, but 99.9% of it is complete poop. And in case you haven't noticed, a lot of people in the My Hero fanbase like shipping characters. A lot of them like shipping them with Deku. And it's okay to want representation in your favorite series, but it's another thing to harass Horikoshi to put representation in his work. Ultimately, My Hero Academia is his property, and he can put as little or as much representation as he wants, and he can represent any type of people that he wants in his series, because, you know, it's his creation. Some people, mostly on Twitter too, seriously, what's up with it on Twitter, kept harassing him to put LGBT representation in his series. And if you know how bad the fanbase is, then you should know that a lot of these people also sent death threats to him, threatening to kill him or people he knows if he doesn't do this. Are they serious? So there's little to no representation of a certain type of people in a show, so you're going to threaten to kill the creator of that show, who created this show that you like, that you're a fan of, just because he doesn't represent that type of people that much? What the heck? What the heck, man? Finally, Horikoshi had enough, and you know what he said? In the newest chapter of the My Hero Academia manga, Mineta tells Deku that he fell for him. And in case you didn't know, pretty much everyone in the fanbase hates Mineta. Most people in the fanbase was like, yeah, I think Jiro might, you know, be into some ladies. And you know what? Sure, I guess, whatever, man. And you know what Horikoshi did? He trolled everyone. He trolled everyone, and it's hilarious. Mineta has been, and still is, one of my personal favorite characters just because I find him hilarious. And I think that this adds to the hilarity. I don't think that this weakens his character or the story, nor does it improve upon those things. And honestly, it feels pretty forced, but I think that was kind of the point. Mineta has shown no signs of being attracted to men or Deku throughout the whole series until now. You could say that Deku was the first guy that piqued his interest, or he was overly macho because he didn't want to get judged for his sexuality, but I don't personally think either of those is true. My opinion on Mineta and his character has not changed, but my opinion on Horikoshi has. After being sent death threats and being harassed on Twitter to put in LGBT representation, he did. Not in the way that most of the fanbase wanted, but he still delivered. And I find it completely hilarious. And out of all the characters he could have picked, he picked the one that would have made the biggest impact. Mineta having an interest in Deku out of nowhere, with no build-up or hints whatsoever, feels forced, which makes sense considering the disgusting fanbase forced him to do this. The writing feels terrible and forced because it was quite literally forced. Let this be a lesson to not force anything into your story or writing, or to harass, send death threats, and force your favorite writers into forcing something into their story. If you feel that a certain thing doesn't need to be represented in your story, then don't represent it. If you feel that you want it to be represented in your story, then try and represent it the best you can with the best writing you can do. And Horikoshi, my respect goes to you, as I love My Hero Academia, and you trolled, quite literally, the entire fanbase. And it was one of the funniest events I have seen in years. Mineta the Menace is still the grape juice gangster, one of the funniest characters in the show, and I think Horikoshi may have taught us all a valuable lesson. Now go delete Twitter.